I told you guys I was going to give you my thoughts on part 1, which is... Hold on, let me get to the... Part 1 would be Novice. So, my thoughts on part 1, okay? Steaming from the court of Wings and Ruins, I get why Nesta is the way she is, but I did not like her in part 1 a little bit, for starting out. And it started out slow for me, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I had to put the book down a couple times because I'm like, why is this book gonna feel like it's gonna be slow for me? So I did stop, I'm not gonna lie, a couple times. But her attitude is like, she could have like talked it out with her, like her sisters, you know what I mean? Sorry, my hair is just crazy today. She could have talked it out with her sisters of like how she's feeling and stuff. And I know people grieve in different ways, but I wonder how long it was with her grieving in between all, from that book to this book, you know what I mean? Was it months, years? But we never really know how long it was. Sorry, got the silent hiccups, I'm so sorry. Then I started to like kind of like her. I don't know if anybody went from like hating her and all the other books to liking her. But me, I kind of changed ways because there's certain parts of part 1 that made me be like, oh my god, I'm like her in some ways, to where I kind of now understand Nesta a little bit because I went through some stuff and she went through some stuff, so I kind of connect with her a little bit. But I do hate the fact that Nesta still gives attitude to Farah, and I mean, I get why she is the way she is to Reese. Or Reesan, how anybody says it, but I don't like the fact also is that how Cassian treated her good. She was like just, you know, grr at him when in reality, like, he is like the only person that you can talk to. So like, I don't understand that. I didn't like the beginning too because of the way she was with, you know, different females. If you know, you know. Because I'm just trying to keep it on the down low just in case the kid watches my thing. That's like, that can have Facebook now. So, but yeah, that's why I'm trying to dumb it down. But like, that's the part I hated about her, because it's like, girl, get your things together. If you know what I was trying to say. But like, get your things together. But I like the fact that there was a little bit of bantering. I guess there was a little bit of bantering, is how I put it, with her and her and Cassian. That was kind of funny with them, like, you know, going back and forth together. I then got to, because I'm trying to keep this short and sweet to where I'm not trying to like spoil it either. I like the part.
You like the part where...
I like the part. I'm so sorry. I cannot speak today.
It's okay.
I like the part to where things happen between her and Cass. Like I said, I'm trying to double it down just in case. But like, I was like, hey, yes, finally with them too. But now it's to a point. I did like her dream that everybody says about her, Cass, and as I'm like, yo, imagine if that did happen in the book, but it was just her thoughts. And I'm like, yo, girl, calm down. Because in my head, I kind of really hope that Az goes with Elaine. Okay, don't hate me because this is just my thoughts, okay? But I could change my mind too because certain characters. Like, I like Gwen too. Don't get me wrong, I do love Gwen. I hope, because I just ended part 1, I do hope that Gwen does start to do training with them. And I hope that more people do sign up to start to train with Nesta and Gwen. Because if Gwen is like the first one, I hope more girls do sign up, or acolytes sign up, because they're considered acolytes to do that. But I was so excited to see that Gwen signed up. So yeah. I hope these are good enough thoughts that I can give you on my thoughts on part 1, because like I don't want to spoil it, but I also don't want to say too much too, and it's just, I don't want to say anything too bad just in case, you know what I mean? So, because I try to keep it like lighthearted a little bit. But yeah, that's my thoughts on part 1. But I do hope that Nesta, Elaine, and Farrah too all do end up reconnecting with each other and actually being sisters. And I love the fact that I don't want to spoil it, but I do. I love that Farrah told Nesta about you know what. When that part came, I'm like, oh, and yes, because we finally got to experience that. And I love that Farrah kind of kept Nesta into the saying, I wanted you to know first kind of situation, which is really good. But I felt like Farrah could have told her sisters together about the news together of that situation. Because if nobody has read this book yet, I don't want to spoil the news of what happens in this book. But yeah, I'm kind of excited to see where this goes and how it will affect Farrah, Nesta's, and Elaine's relationship, being sisters, and about that news with Farrah. But yeah, that's my thoughts for part 1. Part 2 will come up when I'm done with part 2, which is pretty much I gotta read from this point to that point. So I got this much to read for part 2, and then I'll tell you my thoughts on that. But yeah, that's my review on part 1, and then I'll do a full review on the book once I read like all parts. But I'm gonna give my thoughts on parts 1, 2, and 3, and then give you my full review on the full book. But yeah, see you guys in the next video. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but for now, that was my review and thoughts on A Court of Summer Flames, part 1 of Novice. All right, guys, love you.